Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Ericsson Globe here in Stockholm. We're ready for the final game for these two sides in Group S and a quite incredible 2013 IIHF World Championships for Switzerland. After 6 games, they have 5 wins and 1 overtime victory, which means they're on 17 points and have the chance today against the second bottom team in the group to leapfrog mighty Canada and take top spot. An incredible finish for the Swiss. No one would have expected it. And consider last year when they were in the bottom half of the group, ended up in 6th place, just above today's opponents Belarus, and now they sit there right up at the top in 2nd. We're just going to pause for the national anthems and then we're going to be back with the hockey from Stockholm. So the national anthems are played. The singing starts here with the final game in Group S, the Stockholm group. It's Belarus in the red jerseys, the Swiss in the white there, just shaking hands with Matthias Seger and the Belarusian captain, number 28, Konstantin Koltsov, one of a couple that play over in Russia. We'll take a look at the lineups first. Hasn't been the best tournament for Belarus, but they're still not bottom of the group, and they got another chance to skate here before the end of their tournament. Vitaly Belinsky in goal again for the Belarusians. No real high scorers in the tournament so far. The highest they've got is 2 points, a number of their team, but 2 goals for Konstantin Koltsov, the captain, and they'll be looking to him to try and do a dent in this Swiss side that has been so impressive so far in the tournament. Between the pipes today is Reto Berra once again for the Swiss. It's his third appearance, sharing the gloves with Martin Gerber. And in terms of the forwards, look out for Nino Niederrita with 4 goals. Also Reto Suri, he's got 4 so far. Top points for the Swiss, Dennis Hollenstein. And they've got a couple that play over there in America. So, well, in fact, their progression in this tournament not so much down to any particular superstar, but more the incredible teamwork of all of the skaters for the Swiss side. And are they going to be able to make it 7 wins out of 7? We're going to find out now here in Stockholm, as the first drop of the puck is only seconds away. And it comes back the Swiss end as they can come through. These two were in the same group, as I mentioned, in 2012. It was one of the early games. Switzerland ended up 3-2 winners after a strong first period. Plenty of the skaters on both teams, as we see an early shot there from the captain. And a comfortable take by the goalie for Belarus. Well, Simpson has been very vocal in the press. They were auctioning off their jerseys after just 2 games. Of course, they opened the tournament, the Swiss, with victory over the host Sweden. And it's really, they've never looked back, beating Canada in the second game in overtime. And the Belarusians will try and contain the Swiss. But, some of the greats of world ice hockey haven't been able to manage to stop them. And I do fear for Belarus in this one, in their last outing. They're hosting the tournament next year, so they weren't eligible for relegation. And just coming through center ice, and the goalkeeper tries to sweep it away. Bieber's the one chasing. Big check on the far wall, but now the Belarusians, well, just the pass getting away there. And here comes the drive. And going all the way, right in front. Oh, we've got the first goal in the 2nd minute, and it's Roman Josi, the Nashville Predators forward. And he's picked up 5 points already in the tournament. That's number 6. And another great start for the Swiss, and wasn't that easy for them against the Belarusians. Just starting up on the right, Josi just drives in, and then he actually loses control of the puck in front of the crease. Let's have a look at what happens here with Belinsky. I think it bounces off the goalie and then hits the skate. Just creeps in there at the near post. Either way, it's Switzerland 1, Belarus 0. And we're only 1:13 on the goal. So not the start that the Belarusians were hoping for, certainly. Now they're going to be able to try and improve things. Their progression obviously has been difficult, just a 1 win. They were first up, opening the group against the Czech Republic. They had that win over Slovenia, who the team below them. They've already played, as we can see it again. And Belinsky shaking his head there, left and right. Didn't aid him though, as the slap shot comes in, wide of Belinsky in goal. Hard on the forecheck, the Swiss just trying to keep the puck up the other end. Working it there with Hollenstein. He was the best rookie in the NLA, the top division in Switzerland in 2009-10. The chance to top the group, first time they'll have done that if they can come away with a victory here. And it has been quite incredible, and the puck just stolen there in center ice. The Belarusian winger trying too much. Well, he's on his own, just a little dump and go. He won't get there though, ahead of the Swiss defenseman. Playing with such confidence, bounces off the goalie. And he didn't react quickly there, Belinsky, to get back up to his skates. High up on the blue line. And it's opened up, high up in the slot. Did that strike that post? The Swiss go close again. 2 minutes 40 gone in the first period. Already had the first goal and very close there to the second. Kulikov knocks it in behind. Another one of those that plays at Dynamo Minsk. Minsk, who finished 10th in the Western Conference of the KHL this season. Qualified for the playoffs. Belarus are consistent, though, it has to be said, when they come into this tournament. They haven't been relegated in a succession of years now. 2004 in Oslo, they ended up in 18th place. Just managed to keep themselves above water, and they've done that again. As I say, with Slovenia having played all 7 of their games, they can't go down. And even if they were at the bottom, because they're hosting the next one, which comes after the Olympics, it means they can't be relegated. They didn't qualify for the Olympics, though, to be held in Sochi in coming February. A collision there in center ice. Now fighting for it inside the Swiss zone. Just trying to run the line change there for the Belarusians. Here's the goal scorer, Roman Josi. Returned for Bern in the NHL lockout before going back to Nashville this season. The defenseman got a career-high 4 points for Dallas in February. He finished the season strongly. Oh, crucial stick in there from Luka Kunti. Just as the Russian attacker was arriving. Here's Graborenko, who plays for the Albany Devils. And taking their time on the puck with Alexander Yeranov, who plays for Shakhtar Soligorsk in the Belarusian league. Oh, big check coming on. Just forcing number 28, Koltsov, the captain, down. He's with the Atlant Moscow Oblast. They were 8th in the KHL. Managed to just squeeze through 1 point ahead of Ukrainian outfit Donbass Donetsk. It didn't go far in the playoffs. Lost in the quarterfinals to St. Petersburg 4-1, and at the end of their journey, Petersburg, who made it all the way to the conference finals for going down to eventual champions, Dynamo Moscow. And the pass just whizzing across. Vauclair was arriving, extended his contract with Lugano this year. Lugano at the southern tip of Switzerland. Chance at the back was there for Martin Plus in his 12th World Championship. Vauclair again, just a little dump and something to chase there for Niederreiter. Got his first World Championship goal in the game versus Sweden. Oh, again there, it just skipping through. Plus was the one closest to it at the back and evading him. He was a playoff winner in Switzerland versus Freiburg. Martin Plus playing for FC Bern. Julian Walker in his debut World Championship. Must think it's easy work out there at the World Champs. Turns up for his first one, and Switzerland are cruising, and there could be a second hit. Well, it was good work. Arriving late was Philipp Furrer, and then just tried to wristy shot, slap it in there, and the Belarusians managed to get it away. Furrer again. And he's got another option, tried to lay it across to Trashler. A 4-time appearance here at the World Championships. We're seeing another shot as Ambul arrived. And his best ever scoring season this year with the Lions, hitting 19. Coming forward now with Kovrishin, who plays for Severostal Cherepovets. Another one of those in Russia. We've got the first penalty coming up. I see the referee's arm is there. Just drifting into the Belarusian zone. It's there with Ambul. Gets the reverse pass. They didn't pick up Ryan Gardner, born in Ontario, over in Canada. Here's Gardner again. Just trying to open up some space for himself. It's gloved though by Bielinski. And we're going to see, I think it was the high sticking. Just wait on the referee's call. Bielinski plays Junost Minsk. And that was the earlier shot that did indeed crash off the post from Matthias Seger. A 15-time World Championship appearance for him. No goals yet in the tournament though. I'd like to pick one up there. Seger, 35 years of age now. Captain, as we take a look at the two goalies. Bielinski, just 23, born in Minsk. And a debutant in the World Championships this year. Two-time Belarusian champion. Also a gold medal winner in the Division 1. Oh, I thought there was a penalty there, but no decision coming. Not a bad crowd in here today, considering neither of these are home nations. Oh, shot from a tight angle by Bodman. That time Bielinski was good to it. Nice little reverse pass into Hollenstein. Chasing it behind the goal, but trying to lay it on for Bodman. Two of them there fighting to get it out on the goal line. Now with Kunti, still Kunti has got the option, but the pass was comfortably intercepted by Alexander Kitarov. And we're going to look at number 55 here. It's Yerenov, who does get a 2-minute penalty. And he plays for Shakhtar. Certainly good for the Belarusians year on year that so many of their team are playing in the KHL. Which means they get to play against some of the best skaters, and obviously has a improving effect on the quality of the national team, and then coming back in. So short-handed, and the Swiss have got the best record in the tournament on power plays. So danger here. Puck, goes in behind. Ongunten just arriving. Goes the long way round. It's with Ambul. So the back pass into Suri. Ambul again. Now to the goal line as he just drives into the crease, and then the space opens up. And the shot from Suri straight at Bielinski. The Aussie, excuse me. A crucial start to this 7th game for these two. And saw the Swiss take the lead, a goal to nothing. After 1 minute and 13 seconds, Roman Yossi. Another shot, and it was a claim first time. Trying to dig it in from close from the stick of Hollenstein after the earlier effort by Luca Kunti. Hollenstein with 3 goals already in the tournament, and he's just there in the crucial position, trying to get the rebound. And the 3rd time of asking, Bielinski gets his gloves on it. Now comes back, Biedenbacher. Still a minute to go in the power play. Trying to find the angle. Slipped in, trying to get the tip there from Bodman. Belarus 14th of 16 on penalty killing. They've taken 8 goals in the 28 penalties. Oh, it was a simple play, and it looked as if it was just going to be a tap-in. Maybe should have scored there. The Swiss just toying with Belarus at the moment. Bleedenbacher, oh, not a good pass there. It was in fact Luca Kunti who was open at the back. They tried to find driven shot, and it's claimed off the stick of Bleedenbacher. His 8th World Championship. You can see the level of confidence that they're playing with at the moment. There it was, Kunti just at the back, pass from Hollenstein. Give some credit there to the Belarusian defender, Olog Goroshko. Well, we can't dig it out though. 10 shots to none. And that just tells you just about everything. Vauclair sends it in behind. Martin Plus. Here it is with Niederrieter. Still toying with behind the goal. Power play almost killed. Comes back to Vauclair, driven shot. And there was a screen in front with Nino Niederrieter. Didn't manage to get the touch though as Pavel Chernok was waiting next to him. Just trying to make it difficult there for Belinsky. Eventually gets the glove on it to kill the play. Martin Plus on the face-off duty for Switzerland and as well. Back to full strength, the Belarusians. Oh, and another shot, another save, that time from Matthias Bieber. Squashed up against the ball, Niederrieter comes away with it. Tries to drive into the net, but finds some traffic there, and the Belarusians can come away. Well, it was a potential moment. In the end, they've just isolated themselves. It was with Koltsov. Now at the other end, Bieber just in behind the goal. Arriving is Plus. Plus now. Oh, where's the pass coming? Open on this side is Erik Blum. Just trying to set things up on the pivot behind the goal. And then the driven pass in front of the crease, but it took a deflection off the skates, and the Belarusians can bring it away rather desperately. Man open in the centre, Andriushenko. And that was the first shot of the game, coming 11.5 minutes in for the Belarusians. Vyacheslav Andriushenko. Metalurg Zlobin, excuse me, he hasn't got a point yet. It was close, Belarus. Oh, could be another chance here developing as Gavrus tries to hold on to the puck, but the Swiss do well to get it away. Gotta give credit to the defense of the Swiss as well. They've taken only 9 goals so far in the tournament, which is level with host Sweden, one less than Canada, who've played a game more. Canada were in action last night, of course. They had a bit of a scare, as to be said, overtime win over Slovenia, which is why Switzerland have that chance to go above them. Switzerland have a better difference on the goals before this game. And they can't be caught by Sweden. Starting this, they were 5 points ahead of the hosts. So as we get another penalty, and this time, well, cross-checking there against Graborenko. Here was that chance. It was a great pass, you've got to say, there as he swung it across Kulakov, and then he was in an excellent position, Andriushenko, and maybe should have done better. And you can see there the Belarusians are just offering a question mark to the Swiss. Smooth play on the counter. They would have looked to focus on countering as their main form of attack. Only a young man, Andriushenko, 23 years of age, another one born in Minsk. Most of them are, in fact. He was a champion with Metalurg Zlobin in 2011-12. And this is debut at the World Championships as Simon Moser under-20 world junior champion in 2008-9. Rumours of him moving to hometown club Bern for the new season on the SCL Tigers. As we get a look at that chance again, they just managed to break away with enough speed and no one went with Andriushenko. And that's a gilt-edged opportunity gone begging. And you consider it's their first shot of the game so far. You need to be trying to take those options when they arrive. Disappointment there for Belarus. Still a one-goal game though. Short-handed once more. Swiss now 8 goals from 23 penalties in the tournament, which is level with the US. USA are in action as we speak. Well, they just managed to dump it up the end. Now, Yossi. Coming through the center ice. Ambul. And Gardner just loses control of it, and again they can just dump it up the other end, Belarusians. And you can just run the line change. They're not pushing too hard on this power play, the Swiss. Pass into the center, now driving into the Belarusian zone. It was with Ambul. Yossi goes back to collect. 30 seconds to go. He's taking a breather, this power play, the Swiss. Nice little tip and go. And swept away. Not the most coherent play from the Swiss there again, as they tried to build the attack from in behind the Belarusian goal. Good check in the center ice to slow down Bleedenbacher. Back to full strength. No headache there, as we can look at the group as it stands at the moment, with Switzerland winning. It would mean that they would play Norway in the firstly fourth in the knockout stage first round. Norway have got a massive game against the Czech Republic later on today here. They're separated by just a point, Norway and Czech Republic. Norway on 9, Czech Republic on 8. This is another penalty. First one for the Swiss, and it's Julian Walker who goes in the box for tripping. Second penalty of the tournament so far. And coach Sean Simpson, who was born in Canada. And his adopted home of Switzerland, and certainly doing his reputation no damage. Oh, just trying the wrap around, double save there from Bera. And good start to the power play from Belarus on the goal line, but just squeezes through, trying to set it up on the slot. Back around by Graborenko. On the turn, Andriushenko. Oh, high up on the point, but they've let control of it go, and going to rebuild back on side. Andriushenko on the left wing, turns back. Stefanovic was in the centre, but he isn't going to get it. Dumped up the cross-eyes pass, but flying through the air. It was a difficult one to control. Drop pass. It was Koltsov. drives down to the goal line, lays back into Goroshko. Comes over to Chernyok. Good save with the pads. Chernyok again arriving, misses it. And then pass from Kaznede. Kulukov on the blue line. This is better skating, certainly. Kaznede again with a driven shot. Again, they can't get past better. Now they're trying to keep it in the Swiss zone. It's a slap shot. Oh, they're looking for the short-handed goal. He's wide though. Kitarov. Too casual there. Reto Suri can take it. And the Swiss managed to kill the penalty. They've been joint 5th in the penalty kills so far. It's 24, 3 goals conceded. Ambu chasing all the way round. Oh, it's a good pass as well. The gun just forced behind the goal. And the Swiss managed to get up. 2 minutes 30 on the clock. A one-on-one. Good race there, though, to get that back. Another little dump and go. Chasing it is Hollenstein. Big check comes on. Trying to keep it in the Belarusian zone. And a race away here. Could be an option developing with Kisly. Claire in behind the goal. There's a safety net as the puck came in behind, and now Kunti driving through on his own. Still holding on to the puck, and it was a nice play. Stick eventually from Koltsov slowed down the attack. Get a look at Simon Bodman, another debutant in the tournament for Switzerland. Hasn't it been going well for him? 25 years of age from Belarus. Playing with Clotten his entire career. Never won the title over there in Switzerland though. 14 shots to 4, so things just improves a little for Belarus as the period's gone on, but falling behind early. It's meant they've been chasing the game a little, and it took them 11.5 minutes to get their first shot on target. Andriushenko shooting from close range. And the Swiss fans very pleased with the way things are going. Of course, they know their stay here is going to be prolonged. Are we going to see another goal in this period before we close? We're coming up to the 1 minute mark in the Swiss zone. There we go, 60 seconds on the clock. Now with von Gunten, his pass comes up, and now in the center ice, the little dump controls with the stick was Simon Moser. Picked up by Plus, tries to just get it here on the forehand, swinging round with the stick, but all sorts of traffic in front of the goal, and Belarusians can bring it away. Kulikov, pass comes across, and then I'm not sure Andriushenko was on the same wavelength there. Expecting the shot, perhaps. Von Gunten again. One of those who was NLA best rookie. A few years back now, though. Cute stick work by Suri, but isn't really the best moment. But there's plenty of defence back there as the last few seconds tick down. And it's been another good period for the Swiss. As the buzzer goes, the Swiss 1-0. Goal from Roman Josi on 1 minute 13. More to come in the second period from here in Stockholm. Don't go away. Hello and welcome back to the Ericsson Globe, where it's currently group leaders as it stands in a 7th game in Group S here in Stockholm. Switzerland 1-0 ahead of Belarus after an early goal by Roman Josi, which means that if it stays the same as this, they're going to finish as group winners. And the last time that they had a high finish in the World Championships was back in 2010. They actually topped their group. It was a different format back then. In Group B of 4 teams, they had 3 wins out of 3 in a group with Canada, Latvia and Italy, and they went into the second group phase, the qualification round, where they ended up in second again with only Sweden above them. But then as soon as they got to the playoffs in the quarterfinals, they went down 1-0 to Germany. So we're ready to drop the puck again. Belarus 0, Switzerland 1. And once more, the Swiss get the first touch of the puck. And they haven't medalled at the World Championships since 1953, when they took a bronze medal, Switzerland. And a higher finish than that of 2010 was in 1998. Also 92, they finished 4th. So those are the sort of standards that they're hoping to emulate once again with this run, and the 1-goal lead is the good starting platform for that very same thing, the assault on the medals here in Sweden. So in behind now with Vauclair. He's been with Lugano now 13 years. 1 game for Ottawa in the NHL. Well, just mopped up. They had a couple of chances towards the back end of that first period, the Belarusians. Only 4 goals in total against Switzerland's 16. 4 shots, I should say, and the first of those didn't come until 11.5 minutes gone in the period. It was Andriushenko. So we're going to look at the Swiss coach. He certainly improved as things went on. There's a few penalties as well in the first 20. 2 for Belarus, 1 for Switzerland. No goals coming on the power play though. Well, the referee just gets tripped over there and then bumped into by Kovrishin. Mentioned he played for Severostal Chernipovets. He had another decent enough year, finished 5th in the Western Conference, and made it into the conference semi-finals for losing to St. Petersburg. The team that beat Moscow Oblast. First goal coming from defender Roman Josi, unassisted because it took a bit of a bobble and deflection, and somehow managed to get its way past Vitaly Belinsky in the Belarusian goal. And sort of change of direction there with Hollenstein arriving. Oh, trying to make the space in front of goal for his teammate, but couldn't get it away. And finally the Belarusians, after sustained pressure there from Switzerland, maybe they can get their first shot of the period, excuse me. And coming through up into centre ice. He's got all the skaters to his right and just dumps it up, and Vauclair can try and get it back. Under pressure though from Kitarov. He's got help arriving as they try and get that shot in, and it's a comfortable save in the end for Bera. made the NLA All-Star game. He was goalie of the year last season, Reto Bera. As we see the shot from high up on the blue line, but even with the traffic in front of Alexander Kitarov, just trying to get himself out of the way. The shot was too high, really. Yoranov, his effort is blocked down, and just gets through. Kitarov still getting that screen in front of Bera. Belarus coming the long way round, switching wings. Kulikov. Return from him, but under pressure by Matthias Sega. Nidirita trying to dig it out. Now with Plus. Oh, well, he should have anticipated that. He could see the stick was just sliding across. Auclair gets it back. This is the first line for the Swiss. Koltsov, captain there, just bringing the play to a close. There'll be a big event next year, certainly in Belarus, for these two teams, but particularly for Belarus as the hosts. A great moment for them. We saw in Slovakia how much they enjoyed hosting the competition. Back in 2011, that was. It's a split between Bratislava and Košice. A physical battle more in this second period. Czech comes in, but they eventually get it away with Julian Walker. Oh, and then trying to build a shot in front. It was with Bleedenbacher. The Belarusians come storming back the other end. Takes on his man. The third line on now, Belarus. But his stats just receiving a bit of treatment. Another look here. A fairly innocuous looking moment there for Stas. Five minutes gone in the second period. Still the Swiss goal to the good. Ambul just trying to weave his way through. He sends it round. He won't get there first though. Now trying to find the angle. There it is with Kunti, still behind the goal. Twisting and turning. And Hollenstein just on the puck because he tries to get away from the referee as well. And then comes in front. And in the end, the whistle brings the play to a close. Luka Kunti is another one who plays for SSC Lions. 2 goals and 3 assists for him so far in the tournament. Banged his hip there against the boards. Stas. Well, are the Belarusians going to be able to get things going? At the moment, it's a shutout by the Swiss. And they're struggling to make any shots on goal once again. It's a nice little jink and shot at the near post. And good teamwork, Hollenstein. Gets it in behind. A little reverse pass, Hollenstein again. And the driven shot takes a big deflection up and onto the net, so we'll pause here. We'll look at Artem Demkov, the only player in the roster that plays in Germany for the Hamburg Freezers. No youngster, 23 years of age. Another one born in Minsk, played with Junior Minsk in his second Senior World Championships. So we get a look at the goal from Yossi again. And he just managed to force it in somehow. And that's still the difference between these two as we come up towards the midway point in the second period. A little bit subdued, the atmosphere. But, the Swiss know that they need to try and top the group to make things easier for them. Certainly the prospect of Norway or the Czech Republic is preferable to Sweden. That would be if they ended up in second place. Sweden can't be caught by Norway, barring a huge goal swing. Currently -7 Norway on the goal difference, Sweden +4. 3 points for a win would take them 12 apiece. As the Belarusian captain just dumps it up and chases. Just forced off it, Koltsov. Hot pursuit, Snigarita. Comes in, up on the blue line. Now Simon Moser. Loses out though, and Belarusians managed to get it up into centre ice. Pass over. And try and build the attack again, round the back of the boards. And Walker working hard, he's got the assistance there of Trashler, but the Belarusians have come away with it again. And a little tip and go, and a whistle on the play as Artem Demkov goes down. Interference there by Blidenbacher, so first penalty of this second period. Shake of the head there from Simpson. Blidenbacher goes into the box. His fifth penalty of the tournament so far. You can see there as the Belarusian skater tried to just drift past him. Well, they look more menacing on the power play in the last one they had in the first period, so maybe now Belarus can hit this equalising goal. Shot from Kaznide, and that strike the post. Oh, wait for the replay of that one. High up on the blue line, fires it through the slot, and look at that, off the crossbar. Took a deflection on the way through. It was Ugarov in front. Maybe it was a touch off better that directed it upwards, but that's the closest the Belarusians have come to scoring. 7 minutes and 40 seconds gone in the second period here in Group S, excuse me. Walker just gives it and tries to chase his own puck. And he's again putting the forecheck on, trying to keep the Belarusians up the other end. Still minute 15 to go in the power play. A speculative effort there from high up in the slot. Comfortably saved though by Belinsky. And this has been good work the last 20 seconds from Switzerland. They've managed to force the play up the other end and making it difficult for Belarus to put any real pressure on. Still 45 seconds to go though, as Kitarov brings it forward. Straight down the center aisle, and whistle there against Graborenko. Let's see what happens here. Andrei Skabelka is the head coach of Belarus, the one we've had a few sights of through the game so far. Switzerland dominating the face-off. Not overly dominating the game though in terms of the score. A shifty look there as he pockets the puck. And we're going to Dropped another one in the center ice, comes back the Swiss way again. 30 seconds on the playoff. Face-off, power play, excuse me. Just drifting through and trying to make an angle, but he's going on his own there. Is he going to work out for Sienkiewicz? On the goal line, pulls it back. Graborenko leaves it short, and then the driven shot from Sienkiewicz. Switzerland managed to come away with the puck. There's Ambul, and then they return back to full strength. Good physical play there from Kulikov just to win the puck back, and under pressure from Luka Kunti decides to go back in behind the goal. Arriving now is Andriushenko, takes on his man. This little deke as he came through. Good skating there from the youngster. And good pass back, and the shot eventually comes, saved with the pad. Came from the stick of Goroshko. Now with Hollenstein. Shoots some range, struck the pad there. Oh, Belinsky, Hollenstein again. He takes a tumble. Pressure on the Czech. Oh, tries to just wrap spit in front. No one was there though. And the Belarusians can come away. Gavras. And goes all the way through from Goroshko. No goals for him so far. Oleg Goroshko. One of those who plays for Minsk. 23 years of age. And just 2 points for him in the KHL this season in 27 games played. Second year with Minsk. Shot comes in again. And we're getting the shot count up. Betta's been equal to it every time. And the bouncing puck in the center ice. Not a good pass there though. With all the Belarusian skaters going back towards their own goal. Really coherent play as they're trying to fire it through the middle. Now with Gardner for the Swiss, and it opens up on the left, save with a pad by Belinsky. On Gunten. As they run the change, both teams start again now on the right wing, driving forward with Niederita. Moser. Under good pressure though, couldn't pick out a teammate. Ugorov, pass across, oh what a chance! And the shot from Stefanovic is well saved by Bera, but he could have pulled the trigger earlier there and made it more difficult for the Swiss goalie. Good pass across the ice to open things up, but he just takes a touch as he drifts toward the net. And you can see his frustration there, going for his first goal and first point of the tournament. This was at the other end. Also with the shot. But that was the best chance, despite being one-on-one with Bera. You can see his frustration there. He feels he should have scored. They also hit the crossbar in this second period, Belarus. A very close game. More than halfway through now. See there, the Belarusians have managed to turn things around in terms of shots on goal. And another shot for the Swiss. Oh, and they just managed to pull Belinsky out. Still fighting for the puck. Julian Walker in behind, gets it around the boards, and Blum was open. Goes back in behind the goal though. A little reverse pass on the backhand. And with all the Belarusian skaters back in defence, they're desperate to keep it at a one-point game. Slap shot. And a great save there, and a good piece of athleticism as well from Belinsky. Good sequence of play from both teams in the last couple of minutes, pushing hard to get the goal as the maintenance skaters come on. This was earlier on, and they're all fighting in front of the net. And Julian Walker looking to just pinch the puck at the back. The skates there of Graborenko, just enough to get in the way. There was that shot, just ended the play from Walker again. Debutant in the World Championships this year. No goals yet, 4 assists for Julian Walker. Now Belinsky's doing well after the early mistake that he was maybe not totally guilty of. Check. What can the Belarusians do here? Can they get this goal? Are the Swiss going to get the second? Takes it from close range and then arriving. Well, the whistle goes. And a big melee in front of the goal as everybody collapses on top of Belinsky. Great chance there for the Swiss. And Belinsky was just unable to hold on to that puck the first time, as number 73 for Switzerland, the shot off. Man with no name. The face-off won by the Swiss. Again, they're trying to work it, but runs into traffic in front of the slot. 7 minutes to go in the second period. Little drop pass. And now the bouncing puck comes across the goal line. It's with Kulikov. Only for a moment though. Now the Swiss coming the other way. Stretching for it was the goal scorer Yossi. Back onto the blue line. Where's the shot coming? Work from Ambul. Trying to link it up with Suri. Going the other way with Kitarov. Still there for Kitarov in behind. Whistle or penalty called by the referees. And the shot is not cleanly hit, and interference called on indeed there it is, the Swiss skater, the goal scorer Roman Yossi. See there, just blocking off Kitarov as he tried to go through. And Yossi gets his second penalty of the tournament. So short-handed here as we approach the 5-minute mark. Another chance for the Belarusians. Squeezed up against the boards. Managed to get it out, but then the little tip on the backhand, trying to scoop it away, but still inside the Swiss zone. Shinkovic just want the shot. Oh, there was a man in front as well. Trying to work it towards Ugarov. Graborenko. Switch sides. Still alive, Shinkovic. Graborenko. And the last power play for Belarus was a rather damp affair. This time they're looking better. Lushenko loses out though. Graborenko, the orbiting Devils defenseman, goes back to get the puck and they can start again. 1 minute gone. Switzerland doing well on the penalty kill though. Throughout the game so far. The dump and go by Kulikov doesn't work out. Just sent up the other end. And Belinsky sets it up again for Kaznede to come forward. Another shot from range, a comfortable save with the glove. Just Just parried away with the right arm. Better. 20 seconds to go in the power play. And the Swiss have done enough here to kill this one, looking at it. On the spin. Put together as a coherent unit. Only looking for the puck to go in behind. Once more, it was not the best hit shot though, just bounced straight back out. He's looking to get it round the... Oh, one-on-one chance here. And what a save. Amble goes close, but Bielinski is equal to it. Right after the dying seconds of the power play for the short-handed goal, but Andries Amble couldn't score. You can see his annoyance with himself there. Good pass right inside the blue line, and really should get that one closer to the corners. He's looking to go through the legs there of Bielinski. We saw 2 goals already in the tournament, but won't be a third on that occasion inside 4 minutes. Oh, good stick work by Solomonov. Still fighting for it. That was Demkov, but he couldn't get the shot away, and the Solomonov down on the ice. Little back pass, trying to get the shot off. Here it is with... Oh, we're going to pause here. Solomonov still down, hit in the face. I've seen some nasty moments, some accidental, some not so much in the tournament so far. So another look here. Goes down. And it's a heavy fall for Yevgeny Solomonov. 23-year-old still getting himself together on his debut in the World Championships. A fair amount of pain there looking at it. Had 49 points for PK Gomel in the Belarusian league. In 46 games, a career high for him. And had the most goals of the season as well, with 31 in the Belarusian league. That's a collision and then a heavy fall. Most of the protection the skaters are wearing is on their front, so there's a bit of a weak point there potentially. Fall awkwardly. 3 minutes to go. Still no second goal in this game. Good stick work there from Niederreiter, scooping up, passing the puck back. You get a look at Plus. With the goal scoring record for the playoffs this season, Martin Plus, with 10 goals in 20 for SC Bern. I mentioned they went on to win the playoffs against Freiburg, 5-1 in the end. And on the boards by Beaver, in behind is Walker. Oh, and the space opening up for him. A little kick pass from Sega. Belarusians can bring it away. Now Trashler across the ice, the option to the right, but sends it through. Nice and called. Look at Rafael Diaz, arrived late to the roster after playing with the Montreal Canadiens, who were knocked out of the NHL. Hasn't made an appearance yet. Maybe we'll see him. He's in the the roster on the fourth line. Two minutes. Ryushenko can't get past the D. Away by Eric Blum. It's developing here. Reto Suri. Suri's still going after it. Like a dog with a bone. And the big hit. Amble. Oh, then the shot goes well wide from Gardner. Amble had that great one-on-one chance just before. Blum, another skater down. And a lot of pain in that particular area by the looks of it. Well, the cameraman may be finding the guilty party. We'll have to wait and see on the replay. As Reto Suri is down. It's Pavel Chernok. Well, there was no malintent there looking at it. There's a collision of legs against the barrier, and then he just falls down and gets himself straight back up, so I don't think there's anything to look at there, but Suri being helped off the ice in a great deal of pain. Maybe done a groin injury there. Grabarenko pressed up against the boards. And they've come away with it. Close range shot. It's a good one by Hollenstein. It's a narrow angle. Couldn't get it by Belinsky. He's had plenty saves to make in this second period, but he's done well, and his team have grown in confidence certainly as they've gone on. Oh, little drop pass from Hollenstein, trying to bring in his teammate. 45 seconds to go. As I can see the second one here. Belarus, after keeping it level for so long against an undefeated team in Group S. There's something for them as it comes across. What a pass. Kitarov drives it wide. 20 to go. The wrong end of the ice, so the Belarusians. Check comes in. Sienkiewicz manages to get it away, then dumped up the other end. 10 on the clock, but we can have a whistle and a face-off before the close. I think Simpson will be a little frustrated that his team haven't scored a second goal. Well, I'm sure he'll recognise that the Belarusians have made it difficult for them. They need to be a little bit more clinical in front of the net if they are going to secure this 6th regulation time victory. Overtime would be enough for them as well. They'd get 2 points and that would leapfrog them over Canada. As the seconds are out and it finishes the second period here. Switzerland 1, Belarus nothing. Another shutout for them. We'll find out which way this is going to go in the final period. Don't go away. Hello and welcome back to the Ericsson Globe, where it's still Switzerland 1, Belarus nothing. Another shutout against the Belarusians in the second period. Well, which way is this final time gonna go? Are the Swiss going to be able to claim their 7th win of the group stages? And will the Belarusians be able to turn things around and claim the goals they need to get themselves back in the reckoning and claim just their 2nd victory of the tournament so far, and with just that 1 win over Slovenia. They're getting ready to drop the puck for what could be the last time for these two in Group S, as we hear the tannoy trying to whip up some excitement. They've taken the last 2 face-offs from the start. Is it going to be a third? Indeed it is. Good work again there from Martin Plus. Stats are decent for the face-offs as well. I'm sure Simpson will have asked for complete focus in front of goal from the Swiss forwards. Shot there from Plus. The Belarusians actually have the #1 leader in the face-offs, and only because he's done so few, Artur Gavrus. Switzerland's best man the drop of the puck is Ryan Gardner, down in 27th position. There is Plus. And another whistle on the play. And looking ahead to the 2014 edition of the World Championship, as I mentioned, to be held in Belarus. Found out in May 2009 that their bid had been successful. Slated to be the Minsk Arena with 15,000 capacity, and the Chizovka Arena, which is around 8,000. Minsk was open in 2010. The other one was under construction until 2012. The 16 teams, very similar. Italy and Kazakhstan will be in there. The relegations, of course, Slovenia and Austria, the 2 that are going to go down. Well, into the 2nd minute of this final period, and the Belarusians trying to bring it away. Comes into Andriushenko. Drives towards the goal line, and then, well, it's in the back of the net. And Yevgeny Kovrishin with the final touch there. Number 88, Severstal Cherepovets forward, his first goal of the tournament. And 35. Great start to the final period for the Belarusians. Finally, they've got the goal. The drive from Andriushenko gets it across the front, and then the diving effort, commitment there from Kovrishin. It goes through the legs. Andriushenko's forced away, and then right as it drifts across the goal line, crucial touch from Evgeny Kovrishin makes it Belarus 1, Switzerland 1. 27 years of age, born in Russia, in Elektrostal. Just 1 point for him for the Russian outfit this season in 22 games. Formerly of Dynamo Minsk. Shakhtar Soligorsk. That certainly wasn't the way that Simpson was planning for the opening of this final time, as we see it once more. Better a little slow to react there, you got to say. Goes through his legs, and wonderful commitment, leaping, pouncing onto that puck. So we got a tied game here in the last matchup of Group S. Belarus going to be able to get the second one? That's the question now. They've got themselves level. Remember, the first goal came in the first period, 1 minute 13 on the clock, so almost 40 minutes exactly since the first goal. 20 minutes of ice time. And staccato beginning to this period. Number of face-offs already. The shot count in the second period was 12-11 in favour of Belarus. Number 4-16 in Switzerland's favour in the first period. A real test here. This is going to be an interesting remaining time if we're starting to consider the Swiss as potential medalists. They've downed everyone else that they've come up against. And they're going to be able to put away one of the weaker sides when they're putting in a spirited performance, as we get a look at Hollenstein. Hollenstein also a young man, one of the younger ones in the roster, 23 years of age, in his second World Championships. Scored 3 goals already, though all of those his first. Played 7 games last time out, just 2 assists. Well, trying to just side his way through. Andriushenko showed too much of it to the Swiss D. He can come forward again here. That's a good pass. Andriushenko brings it under control and collides with the boards. Only to lose out, though. 3 minutes gone. Chance here. Oh, I just couldn't get the shot off. Niederita. Check from Shinkovic. Just turning back. And now the shot from close range. Niederita again. And Berlinski does well to save. And that was a tough one. Playing his hockey in Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Low down, gets it jammed underneath his pad to keep the scores level. Had a good season, the 20-year-old in the AHL. 50 points in 74 games, 28 goals. He has played in the NHL as well for the New York Islanders last year. 55 games, just 1 goal. And the Belarusian coach, Skabelka, certainly going to be happy with the way things are going at the moment. Second World Championships last year as an assistant coach. Former player as well with Minsk. And retired in 2007. On the turn back, Bieber is trying to just dig it out now with Trashler. Committed skating to hold on to the puck. And eventually, the Belarusians managed to dig it out from the barrier, and coming through in the center ice now. Oh, a good idea for the pass, but driven wide. As Kittarov tried to get the shot off. Just confirmation there of the assists for Shinkovic and Andriushenko. Oh, that goal on 41-35 by Kovrishin. At the right wing. Oh, that was a nice idea. Good work on the D, though. From Demkov. High up on the point, back around the boards. Keeping the puck in behind. See Simon Moser. Slip there as he tries to dig it out on the goal line. Gardner's in the centre. As is Moser. Still there. Set something up. High up in the slot, the shot. And the save from Berlinski. It was tipped up and over. Yossi got the goal for Switzerland. Just had a couple of minutes in the penalty box as the Swiss fans still enjoying themselves. Sinkovic. Bouncing puck goes through centre ice. Turn pass though. And then Hollenstein trying to just direct it into the centre. Sinkovic under pressure. Good reverse pass, but Eric Blum was waiting for it. 5 minutes gone in the final period. Hollenstein will pass into Kunti. Oh, and then just strikes the skate of the man in front. And Belarus can bring the puck away. Dumped by Goroshko. And Andrei Stas again in some pain. Saw him struggling in the first time. Carrying an injury maybe there, Stas. Moser beaten to the puck. A little bit of concern. They miss control. And they dump it at the end. And the whistle on the play. And just taken a blow to his neck. And he's wearing number 26. Oh, and he's hit by his own teammate. In fact, we can see there. That's why he goes down. Well, he won't be thanking Goroshko for that. Just chops him on the back of the neck. Kulikov pass into the centre, but the possession lost, only to be won back again quickly. Nice pass, splitting the ice, and then in front. Oh, open it up. Koltsov, the captain. This pass goes in behind. Big check as the Swiss again want to change the line, so just dump it in behind. Gaborenko on the boards. Straining hard to arrive is Ugorov. Kicked it round Bieber. And one of the return pass doesn't come. And Bieber again. Pass from Walker. And Belarus skating with plenty of energy. Trashler now with a shot. Goes well wide. And Berlinski in the Belarus goal. Checked by Bieber, they've kept hold of it. Andriushenko, still Andriushenko. Took the deflection off the stick of Fura. Bleedenbacher. 13 assists in his World Championship career before coming into this tournament. No points so far for Severin Bleedenbacher. Gavrus plays for Owen Sound Attack over in the US. 19 years of age as well. The Sound Attack are a team in the OHL. As well at the World Juniors, in fact, Gavrus in Division 1, was voted best forward, most points, silver medal, and top player on the team. As we take a look at Roman Josi. There's some clips, and here's Josi in the opening moments of the game, going all the way from the back, and ending up with a goal. Tries the shot, bounces up off his shins, and his momentum forcing it in the corner. This was at the other end. In the beginning of the third period. Evgeny Kovrishin celebrating there. Oh, the kids are loving it. No school today for them. Seeing themselves on the big screen. And why not get some of the youngsters in here whilst all the grown-ups are at work. Not this grown-up though. And, enjoying the hockey. The last game for these two in Group S. Belinsky taking his time with that pass, but can bring it away. Kulikov on the power play. Makes something work here. Kulikov going to create the angle. Just taking his time. And onto the goal line. And just whiz it in front. Kulikov, he's going to lose that race. And a chance here, opening up Ambul. Oh, good save. Just pulling Belinsky down as he arrived, but Belarusian goalie managed to get his hand up in time. And with 48 on the clock, there's another penalty here. Holding an opponent. Look, goes against Kitarov. So it's going to be a 4-on-4 for 40 odd seconds, as you see. That work from Ambul. Quality stick work, you've got to say there, to get away from Kaznede, who was lying down on the ice, and his stick just in front to block off the shot. Managed to pull the puck back and then get it away. He had that one-on-one chance in the second period that was really asking to be put in the net. He couldn't manage it. It was a good save in the end from Belinsky. And goes across to have a word with the Belarusians. General confusion on the faces there. You look at this holding again. And Kitarov just puts his arm across Vauclair. One of the Belarus coaches clueless as to what's going on. I'm just trying to get Kitarov out of the bench there on the sidelines. And they were waiting on the visual replay for confirmation. So after that pause, we're ready to get going again here in the Ericsson Globe. Kunti loses out the face-off though to Andrei Stas. Had that chop on the head before from his teammate. So Switzerland on the power play. Are they going to be able to get this goal? As Honesteen loses his skates there. Now driving forward. A little dump and go from Ryan Gardner. In fact, it was Ferrer. In behind the goal, but Belarus just dump it up the other end and give themselves a breather as the Swiss get ready to come again. Kitarov for holding the opponent, just getting the confirmation there, and the shot! And it's tipped away. Good hit though from Simon Moser. Now looking to shut things up. As with Niederreiter. Niederreiter again going to the goal. And it's just grasped there by Bielinski. He's having a good game, we've got to say, apart from that first goal. And plenty of saves to make. Moser fires it in, struck him on the helmet, that initial shot. And here moments ago, Plus in front trying to get the touch. And they win the face-off. Diaz is on the ice now, wearing 16 in his first appearance. And the shot, looking for the tip again, 2 men in front. Tries to get it round the boards, but it won't make it out of the Belarusian zone. Here is Diaz. Plus looking for the tip. Well, again, that time it was Niederreiter in front, trying to force it past Bielinski. Plus initially manages to get his stick on it. Niederreiter needed to come inside and try and use the backhand to scoop it over Bielinski. One disbelieving Swiss fan. There's plenty they haven't been able to believe has been real in the week so far, since we opened up last weekend. Going second to the power play. Have the Swiss got something now to get themselves back ahead? Comes across, and then the shot, and the score! And it's Matthias Bieber. Makes it Switzerland 2. Belarus 1. And they're back in front, and now they're joyous again. Big smiles from the Swiss fans. Bieber gets his second goal of the tournament on the power play. It's their 9th power play goal of the tournament so far. Driving up the centre. Pass from Yossi, who got the first goal. And then just smashes it in the top shelf. Good pass there from Yossi. Opens it up on the left wing. Comes through. Wow, it does just get underneath Bielinski there. And he was unsighted with the defenseman arriving in front of the crease. And a crucial goal, you feel, for the Swiss in this match. How can the Belarusians respond? It took them so long, 40 minutes, to get themselves back level. They haven't got that much time now, though, as we saw the shot from Alexander Kulikov. And it's time to scratch the head there for the Belarusian coach. And glum faces for the Belarusian fans. He managed to dig it out. Fourier was there and gets it over up into centre ice. There's the goal scorer, Bieber. Now with Walker. Trashler just behind the goal. Picks it up now. Good check coming on. Physical play. 50-59 on the goal there for Matthias Bieber. And Aussie with the assist. So a couple of points for him in the game, which is taking him up to 7 for the tournament so far in the preliminary round. As they run the change. Eight minutes to go in the final period. Switzerland just got themselves back in front again. Now looking to seal the 3 points, seal the top of Group S here in Stockholm in what has been an incredible championships. The pass just eludes his teammate though. Let's go back in their own zone. Skating hard is Von Gunten. Good check coming in. Hollenstein. Can have a go. Indeed he is. Seemed like a football that time though by Bielinski, and a little rueful drop of the puck on not being able to stop that one before. I think still thinking that over. You can see his frustration at allowing that Beaver shot just underneath his arm. Didn't get it down quick enough. The first goal was difficult for him to react to, but we can look at some of the action. Well, here's the goal, driving right at the center, pulls the two defenders together, and opens up the space. But it just doesn't get that left arm down quick enough. Sneaks underneath him, and that's all you got to do. Simple play and effective from the Swiss. Sending Maleshko into the ice, one of the Dynamo Minsk forwards. 30 years of age, more of a veteran. First World Championship appearance was back in 2004. Played 50 times in the World Championships. Dmitry Maleshko, 21 points, 7 goals. Is he going to be the one that can get this back to a tied game? Handball losing out, and he's got his stick just trapped. Chernok. Well, Diaz wasn't letting that out of the Belarusian zone. Diaz, who I say played for the Canadians. Things didn't quite go to plan for them in the playoffs. Actually going out in the first round. Things were going a little slowly over there in North America because of the lockout earlier in the season. Playoff in center ice, comes back the Swiss way. And a big check coming in. 6 minutes to go. Beaver again is after it. Going to be able to get another goal here. From behind, little tip and the shot, and the score. Julian Walker makes it 3-1. And Switzerland step over Canada in the group, and they look sure now to win not just this game, but Group S. Big celebrations as the Swiss flag is unfurled in the crowd. It's his first goal of the tournament, and it's a crucial one, and that's put a nail right into the heart of the Belarusian defense here, trying to get themselves back at level after the goal from Beaver. And Walker, he was primed to fire that one in, and it's all smiles again for the Swiss. Hard lines on the Belarusians. They need to react quickly here if they're going to get anything. Well, shot from close range though, saved by Bera. He's got pretty good stats coming into this one. 95% saves through 120 minutes on the ice. Just that one in so far. 4 goals in total when he's been in. Pass across. Swing of the stick from Diaz, and it was the Ottawa Senators beat the Canadians 4-1 in the first round of the NHL playoffs. And he was well involved, the defenseman, 27 years of age, and one of the stars of this outfit. Moving over to the Canadians from Switzerland last year. No points though in that defeat. His first time out in the NHL playoffs in the Stanley Cup. Great experience for him, certainly. Everybody dreams of getting the big contract over in the US. That big payday as the pass comes back. Well, 2-on-2 developing here. Could be a chance if it's stuck, but Matthias Beaver couldn't take the puck into his stride as the whistle goes. 4 minutes and a second remaining in this final period. And Walker's goal timed at 54 minutes exactly means that Switzerland 3-1 to the good, and because if they're going to just progress here, a 6th regulation time win added to that victory over Canada. Which we needed extra time to do, or overtime. Still a great victory nonetheless. One in the shootout, of course. Puck in the center ice. Well, if the Belarusians are going to do it, they need to do it now. Dump it at the end. Kulikov just kicks it round the boards. Umble trying to get it away and does so. Discipline's been good in this second period, just a couple of minutes penalties. It's 8-6 in favour of the Belarusians for the game as a whole. 3 minutes. Well, trying to call for a deliberate delay of the game there against Bela. Drenches himself in water. Oh, very happy. The yodeling out there, the Swiss bouncing up and down. Oh, the Belarusians, by a complete contrast, very much down in the dumps. But they are going to finish bottom of the group, and that has to be pleasing for them. They're 1 point ahead of Slovenia. And they couldn't go down anyway, as we already mentioned. 6 skaters up against the barriers there, but it's the Swiss that bring it away. Shot count again has favoured Switzerland after that stubborn second period from Belarus. Driving hard. Stas on the turn, wants the pass, gives it in to Grabarenko. On the overlap is the captain, Koltsov. Now high up on the slot, driven in, trying to tip it. There were 4 skaters in front of Bera, but he still managed to get the glove on and brings the play to a close. His name there etched onto the fetching helmet. Sort of demon painted on the top of that. They do like to get different designs on the helmets, the goalies. Goalie out for Belarus. Skater just trying to cover it. It's going to be the goal. Oh, what a save. And again, great work there from in front, though. Stopping the 4th goal for Switzerland. 2 minutes to go. It was Grabarenko who took on the goalkeeping duties. As we get another whistle on the play. Less than 2 minutes to go. Belarusians 2 goals down. Just talking tactics there. Belinsky comes back in. I expect the Belarusians to call a timeout sometime soon. I haven't seen too many thrilling finishes in terms of late goals to change the outcome in the group stages, both here and also in Helsinki. Driven shot just into the pads there. An effort from Plus, 90 seconds to go. Need to get it up the other end of the ice though, time is fast elapsing. Oh, we got a whistle. And we're going to get a timeout now from the Belarusians. So we get a look at number 90, Yossi, who opened it up for the Swiss. And then also laid it on there for Bieber, the second goal. Great work from him. And he's had an instrumental part in the game. So Belarus just talking over their options, but with make it 1 minute 17 on the clock. There isn't much time left. They need an early goal. Special teams going through the details. Everyone looking on attentively there from the Swiss bench as coach Sean Simpson gives them their orders. And a good travelling support have flown up from Switzerland. And the playboard there from the Belarusians. Belinsky out again. Well, they won the face-off crucially there, the Swiss. That was a big one to win. Now just trying to get it out of their zone with Trashler. Doesn't manage it though, Andriushenko. Oh, then coming through. And this is going to be the fourth. Tucks it in. And it's Julian Walker again. Switzerland 4. Belarus 1 with Belinsky out. It was a simple finish. And losing that face-off was crucial there on the special teams. If they were going to get the goal, Belarus, they didn't. And Walker gets his second goal of the tournament, second goal of the evening, second goal of the third period. And he's just crowned things for the Swiss with that fourth one. And the Belarusian defenseman just losing. Oh, look at the hugs there, they're loving it. And everybody knows it's a job well done here. Pats on the back, old and young are smiling. And they know they're going to go to the top of the group. And a quite incredible effort by the Swiss here in Stockholm the last week and a half. You've got to take your hats off to them. There's a minute to go, and they can look forward to the knockout stages of the 2013 IIHF World Championships. Knowing they're going to play the fourth place side in their group. The quarterfinals all take place on the 16th of May, so they've got a couple of days rest. Today the last day of the group stages for both here in Stockholm and over in Helsinki. A little chop there from Niederrita to get it across. Formalities. The final few seconds to come as the remaining 10 seconds count down. And it's all over. The group stages are over. Belarus go home in 7th position. Switzerland, after another win, their 6th in regulation time, their 7th of the group stages in total, undefeated all the way through. We would have got some money on that at the bookmakers before the tournament started. And Switzerland, they go on to 20 points out of a possible 21. And an excellent goal difference as well, plus 19 on the goal difference. They're above Canada
Now they'll just look down to what goes on between Norway and the Czech Republic. Two teams they beat already, remember. Switzerland beat the Czechs 5-2 in their third game. And also down Norway 3-1 in their last one, which was played a couple of days ago. So we'll just have the MVPs. You can enjoy those. I'm going to sign off now, though. Thank you for watching, and more hockey to come later on this afternoon with the Czech Republic playing Norway. Please join me for that.